and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3 and the TVC Radio Network. I am Bhavita Gopalchan. Thank you so much for joining us. Top of the news at this time. The Defense Ministry says protective services remain engaged in the wake of the murder of businessman Danny Guerra on March 13th and the killing of his employee Ronald Adolphus, also known as Patch, on Monday. A Defense Ministry spokesperson, in response to questions from CNC3 News to Minister Wayne Sturge, said the killings were unacceptable and government has engaged intelligence-led activities to stem the violence. It cited the ongoing state of emergency and other anti-crime measures as part of the tools being utilized. The minister was quoted as saying the situation is being actively engaged. And former Education Minister Dr. Nian Gatsby-Dolly says the PNM scrapped the SCA awards because they did not want to cause undue damage to students. At a media briefing this morning, the former minister acknowledged the hurt caused by the treatment of Tobago student Kylie Charles, who had expected to be invited to the ceremony as a Tobago student with the second highest marks in the exam. But a query from another student had her demoted from second to third without her knowledge. A father told CNC3 News that situation deeply hurt his daughter.
While this was a controversial decision, the fact is, for the past 4 years, no child has had to suffer what Kylie Charles is now being made to undergo. No child has been hurt by the fact that they were not recognized for the SCA ranking.
But speaking this morning on CNC3, the Morning Brew program, Tutor President Crystal Ash hailed the SCA Awards as a form of positive reinforcement for the students' efforts.
What it does is sets a good example for the others, for other people, not to say that they're not performing well, but to encourage. Competition is healthy. Competition allows people to perform at their best.
Ash also wished the students sitting the secondary entrance assessment exam tomorrow best of luck. And issues of trauma and neglect among children assumed full focus at a joint training workshop at the El Dorado East Secondary School today. The workshop was coordinated by the school's alumni group Blue Thunder Legacy, New Hope Mental Health Counseling Services, and the Prison Service. It sought to offer training and insight into issues of childhood trauma and how it affects their behavior. Psychologist Dr. Clinton Clovis said, while school indiscipline and misbehavior can be a challenge, properly addressing the issue goes beyond punishment, as it usually originates from unresolved personal or familial issues.
We often see the expressions of anger through cursing at the teacher or saying, I'm not doing my homework, or telling the officer I'm not going in the cell, or that student who said, I'll take the detention, I don't care, right? But what is happening under that?
Now, the workshop took place yesterday. To news of politics now. Former THA Minority Leader Calvin Morris says the People's National Movement needs to re-engage with its roots if it is to regain the trust of Tobagonians. Morris has put himself up for the PNM Tobago Council's internal leadership election set for April 19th. He says following their 50-0 defeat in the THA election, the PNM has found itself in a critical juncture where a national party has to prove its relevance to an electorate that says it prefers homegrown representation.
At this time, Tobago is going through a period of Tobago nationalism. That is, Tobagonians wanting to identify with people who are simply about putting Tobago first. And therefore, this is one of the things that we as a new Tobago Council executive will have to ensure that we are able to articulate positions that are clear amongst Tobagonians that is Tobago-centric.
After the PNM's resounding defeat in the THA election, Ansel Dennis resigned as the leader of the Tobago Council. Former Member of Parliament for Tobago West, Shamfa Kujo-Lewis, has entered the leadership election. Well, there's a fear the Bocas Literature Festival must help citizens think critically during a time it is needed most. The region's premier literature festival launched this morning at Nellis Library in Port of Spain ahead of its April 30th opening. It will run until May 3rd. This year's theme is All Together Now. Program director Nicholas Laughlin said this year the festival will tackle several pertinent topics, including Caribbean regionalism and Caribbean writers forgotten. He said the festival's work includes making people conscious of the world around them.
More than ever, we need citizens who are informed enough about our past and present to be able to imagine our future, who can think critically and outside the limits of stereotype, who can discern fact from fiction, mamagai, and mauvais langue, citizens who can engage in the kind of intelligent and principled debate that is the foundation of real democracy. This is the true value of the work we do.
Lachlan admits the odds are under severe strain in financing the event has been the toughest in its 16-year history. Now, among the organizations supporting the Bocas Lit Festival this year is the Ansa McCowell Foundation. Let's take a short break. Sport news up ahead.
Can you do this?
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800 Trin or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800 Trin or visit trinry.com today. Trinry, premier insurance coverage for less.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the royal fish meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
Is mealtime more of a chore than a cherished time? Does a lack of appetite keep your family, young and old, from getting the nourishment they need? Introducing Apetamin, the gentle, effective appetite stimulant designed for every age. Apetamin helps spark the natural desire to eat, turning hesitant nibbles into satisfying meals. Watch as food becomes exciting again, fueling growth, energy, and shared moments around the table. Give your body the gift of a joyful appetite. Find Apetamin in pharmacies nationwide.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza, Endeavour, Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
Despite an assurance from Trinidad and Tobago Premier Football League CEO that every player's contract contains anti-match fixing rules, domestic club football faces bombshell allegations of misbehavior by its yet unknown players and FIFA's intervention.
FIFA is once again involved in Trinidad and Tobago's football, this after new accusations of match fixing and manipulation. TTPFL CEO Yale Antoine said he would reserve comment until the process was over, though he could not give a timeline for its completion. Antoine added that the league had instituted new match fixing guardrails for the 2025-2026 season.
Before the start of the season, we included in the regulations and in every player's contract anti-match fixing and rather match manipulation clause, where they would have been informed and had to sign before even playing their first game that they would abide by the rules of the regulations of fair play.
The new clauses explicitly prohibit players in the TTPFL from betting, match fixing, and providing inside information in aid of gambling. Players suspected of these violations can be referred to law enforcement or the disciplinary bodies of the TTFA. The rules compel players to submit themselves to interviews, possibly involving a polygraph. Players, staff, and other administrators are also charged with the responsibility to report their suspicions or prior knowledge. In April 2019, FIFA banned former TNT footballers Keno Thomas and Carlin Murray and 6 others from football-related activities for life. This after finding them guilty for their role in match fixing and manipulation following an extensive multi-year investigation. In 2023, after Travis Mulrain sounded the alarm on the scourge creeping back up, Sport Integrity Global Alliance member Brian Lewis opined that the TTFA needs some assistance to buffer its defenses. He sees the period since then and the latest allegations as a missed opportunity.
What's really disappointing is that this has taken 3 years when it should have been a scenario where the TTFA and the local football fraternity would have appeared to have acted promptly and addressed the matter, rather than the impression that, it's FIFA now, taking the lead.
Jovan Ravello, CNC3 Sport.
That's it for sport. It's back to a break.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dream, join the team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed with Rand Credit Union. You can believe that you can achieve. Big goals, small ones too. Rand Credit Union, we've got you. No more waiting, that won't do. Make someday today. One life, so make it good. Live the way you know you should. With Rand Credit Union, yes you could. Make someday today.
Live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Struggling with picky eating? Or unexplained loss of appetite? Or tired of trying to gain weight with no results? Apetamin is here to help. This powerful appetite stimulant encourages healthier eating, supports weight gain, and improves BMI, perfect for both adults and children. Only Apetamin contains lysine, an essential amino acid that boosts appetite, builds muscle, supports growth, and aids calcium absorption. Take control of your appetite and reach your weight gain goals with Apetamin. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Come to Fun Station, where dreams take flight. Have a happy fun time from day till night. It's a special place that shines so bright, and we're all kids late with no end in sight. And yes, now we're playing and laughing and free, together with you and all of our friends.
Get a loan at Bremont. The process is simple. Fast and efficient approvals. Receive funds within 24 hours once approved. And no penalty for early repayment. Located at 4 Gallen Street, Woodbrook. Remember, we like to lend.
Is mealtime more of a chore than a cherished time? Does a lack of appetite keep your family, young and old, from getting the nourishment they need? Introducing Apetamin, the gentle, effective appetite stimulant designed for every age. Apetamin helps spark the natural desire to eat, turning hesitant nibbles into satisfying meals. Watch as food becomes exciting again, fueling growth, energy, and shared moments around the table. Give your body the gift of a joyful appetite. Find Apetamin in pharmacies nationwide.
Can you do this?
Welcome to Sri Katarama Astrology Center in Trinidad and Tobago, led by world-renowned astrologer Shankar Jagdish. His powerful remedies and accurate guidance through palm reading, horoscope reading, bring life-changing results. Whether you seek to get back your spouse or ex-love, or need solutions for job, business, and career, his spiritual solutions clear struggles and attract success. Don't let destiny control you. Rewrite it with Jagadish Ji today. Call now at +1 8683339 480.
In the West weather, you can expect sunny and at times breezy conditions despite 1 or 2 brief showers, mainly during the afternoon. Tonight will be clear and cool. The maximum forecast temperature is 31 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and 31 degrees Celsius in Tobago. There'll be moderate sea levels with waves rising from 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters. Well, thank you so much for joining us for a look at the day's developments so far. We'll have these stories and so much more coming up for you in a Midday Newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, have a great day.
You're watching CNC.